These two open ear style earbuds have a lot going for them, but is the purchase decision really that clear? Here's a comparison between the Cleer Arc and Oladance Open Wearable Stereo. Hola, we're DHRME, dope headphones reviewed by men of experience.
Starting this comparison off with sound quality, there is a clear winner here. Oladance has a much richer sound signature with stronger bass. We've said this before in our roundup of open ear headphones. It's incredible what Oladance has managed to do for an audio device that doesn't penetrate your ears. But let's be clear, both of these are impressive for what they are. The Cleer doesn't get too loud and we could easily use them close to max volume. The Oladance, on the other hand, has a much louder volume ceiling. So that's something to keep in mind. The Oladance gives you more bass and the Cleer, true to its name, is clearer in the mids and the highs. I mean, we like both these products, but the Cleer stock tuning is better except for the bass. Timbre is more natural and the mids really shine on the Cleer Arc. Both of these have EQs, but the EQ on the Oladance is really more capable. We think that's because of the better hardware that the Oladance has. Really, the Cleer Arc is also impressive for this category, but purely for sound, the Oladance would be our pick.
Okay, active noise cancelling. Yeah, move along. Nothing to see here.
Let's talk hardware. Both the Arc and Oladance are open ear headphones that wrap around your ears with tiny speakers pointed towards your ears. Very comfortable, and just because of this design, after a while we often forget we are even wearing them. But if we're talking about a secure fit and suitability for workouts, then the Arc definitely has more of a clamp because of the spring system of the stem. Even though the Oladance doesn't have such a system, the fit isn't bad and will stay in place with all that Ola dancing. But I've had a couple of occurrences where doing sit-ups or yoga made the left ear piece fall off. So pick the Arc if you want those open ear style earbuds and want them to stay in place. They're also both IPX4 water resistant, so perfectly fine for those run-of-the-mill workouts, but nothing crazier.
The Arc and Oladance have touch controls on both earbuds, but the Arc also has a real button on each side. That button is meant to power on and off the buds, and you can also just power on a single earbud if you like. The Oladance also supports single bud use, but without the need for a power button. You just use whichever one you want and place the other in the case. This also works with the Cleer. You just pick up the bud out of the case for the one you want to use and leave the other one in the case. Removing an earbud though on either isn't going to pause the audio automatically. The touch controls are responsive, but we'd say the Oladance is a tad more responsive, as well as providing a small tone as feedback that you've touched it. Overall, in terms of what you can actually control, the Cleer Arc gives you the basics for play pause, track control, and voice assistant. The Oladance has all of that, but also volume control with the swipe gesture. The Arc does not partake in swiping. That's unfortunate. So here we obviously like the Oladance more. The build quality on both seems superb and don't feel like they'll fall apart anytime soon. The Arc is mostly a matte plastic build with what looks like metal around the rotating mechanism. There is also some rubberized material where the buds sit on top of your ears. The Oladance is built with glossy plastic as well as rubberized material around the parts that touch your skin. But for the color crazy amongst you, you're going to like what Oladance offers. It comes in blue, orange, white, and silver. We've got the blue and orange here and we dig both. Cleer keeps it somewhat clearer with its blue and light gray. We've obviously got the light gray here.
It does get quite grey and gloomy in the battery and charging department though, so brace yourself. Let us ease you into this by starting with the better of the two, the Oladance. The buds themselves can last 16 hours on a single charge. Incredible. Now here's where it starts to get less incredible. The case doesn't function as a power bank for the buds like most earbuds cases. Instead, it's a dumb charging case which you can plug a USB Type-C cable into and it passes through the charging to the buds. No wireless charging. And here's where we move to the grey and grim charging situation on the Cleer Arc. The buds themselves can less than half that of the Oladance at 7 hours. Again, pretty good, but the Oladance is way better. The case again is dumb with no wireless charging, but the poorest design choice has got to be that Cleer has an attached integrated USB-A cable in the case, which you need to use for charging. The length of the cable is tiny and you cannot plug in a Type-C cable. Also, you cannot remove this cable in any way. It's attached. So if you in any way break the cable, it's clearly game over. Neither case is small by any means. The Cleer has a rather premium feeling textile case with a zipper, and the Oladance a plastic case. Between the two, the Oladance is more pocketable due to its narrower shape, and for that reason is our preferred choice. Now let us give you a couple of choices since you're still watching. Become a patron or YouTube member, or join the fun on our Discord channel. Actually, why not do all of those things?
Did someone say both? Well, if you're looking for a device that'll stay connected to both of your devices at the same time, then these are clearly not it. Neither buds unfortunately have multi-point, nor can pull connection from a previously paired device. What does this mean? It means you'll need to put them into pairing mode. You can do this by holding down those two physical power buttons on the Cleer Arc, or holding down on the touch surface on both earbuds on the Oladance. Neither of these do smart pause, so get ready for some FOMO every time you remove the buds from your ears, without first pausing it on your source device. Now, let's talk about apps, which you fortunately do get on both. And you get all the basics like EQ, but like we've said earlier in this video, there's having EQ and there's having EQ. Customizing the touch controls seems more extensive on the Oladance than the Cleer Arc, but that's because the Oladance has volume control, whereas the Cleer doesn't. Apart from a few minor features like an auto power off timer and changing the voice prompt language from English to Chinese, there isn't much more in the Cleer app. For the Oladance, you can change the left-right channel balance in the app. There's also an auto mute feature which you can select between 15 seconds or 60 minutes. To be honest, it wasn't clear what this feature actually did since it wasn't an auto shutdown like you have on the Cleer. If there's anything to nitpick about, then it would be the apps needing more permissions than an 8-year-old trying to stay out an hour longer. The Oladance is better since it needs location and the ability to find nearby devices, but the Cleer needs that as well as microphone and files and media access. Not cool in our opinion.
But are they any cool for phone calls? Only the pops, ices, and tests can tell us. Listen to some samples, see you after those.
This is a quiet test on the Oladance Open Wearable Stereo. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Quiet conditions mic test with a Cleer Arc. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is a noisy test with the Oladance Open Wearable Stereo. In noisy conditions, pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. This is a noisy test on the Cleer Arc with cars in the background. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. It's a windy test. Pop, pop, popsicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Ice, ice, This is a windy test with the Cleer Arc. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Pop, pop, popsicle, ice, ice, icicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3.
In quiet conditions, we notice the voice on the Oladance is bassier, but we feel that the Cleer keeps it flat and clean, so we are fine with either. Moving to a tougher environmental condition with cars in the background, here we see that the Oladance does a great job. You hear a bit of the car noise, but the voice remains intact without any dropouts. The Cleer Arc doesn't do too badly either, but it does let in more of the background noise than the Oladance. The voice remains clear, but we can imagine that the other person on the call would need to listen a bit more carefully and ignore those noises more consciously. In the windy test is where Oladance falls flat on its face, simply unusable. You just hear the wind and almost no voice. Luckily, the Cleer actually pulls through this difficult test. It's not fantastic, but at least you can have a conversation on the phone. A bit of wind noise is audible and the voice sounds like it's coming from the distance, but the voice doesn't get cut. Impressive and clear. And finally, the fuckman within us will gravitate towards the Oladance simply because it does have volume controls on the buds themselves.
Is the purchase decision clear between the two? Okay, let's not dance around the bush, or whatever that saying was again. The Cleer Arc retails for around $130 and the Oladance for $150. Prices change, and that's why we've got links in the description down below. Whether you go for the Cleer Arc or the Oladance, you'll be getting buds that'll keep you aware of your surroundings, a comfortable and reasonable fit even for workouts, decent sound quality for open ears, clear microphones in most conditions, and an app with sufficient features. But neither gives you the best of sound or even ANC without that penetration, nor a compact power bank charging case, and also no extra features like multi-point or smart pause.
But still, for around $20 more, we'd personally choose the Oladance over the Cleer Arc, and here's why. It gets louder, has more bass, and the sound quality is very capable after EQing. It has slightly more responsive touch controls, including the ability to change volume. It comes in 2 or more color options. It has 16 hours of battery life compared to just 7 hours. You can charge the buds through the case via USB Type-C instead of a built-in USB-A cable. The case is more pocketable, and the app requires much fewer permissions when you first install it. You've been dancing around bushes, and we've been THRME. Namaste. Oh, these jokes are getting worse every time.